Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monaco for the UEFA Champions League group stage draw and football awards.
Yes, it is an absolute pleasure to be joined by such an array of footballing superstars, special guests, and representatives from the 32 clubs involved in the group stage of the world's greatest club competition, all waiting to discover the challenges that lie ahead in this season's Champions League.
That's absolutely right, Reshmin. Alongside all of that important group stage draw, we'll also be handing out some highly prestigious awards, culminating in the crowning of the both Women's and Men's Player of the Year.
Yes, but before all of that, let's take a look back at some of the standout moments from last season's thrilling UEFA Champions League.
Et qui attaque les premiers avec St-Germain, premier centre et Edinson Cavani pour l'attaque. No!
Ja, Mussolini.
And it's Moussa Dembele for Celtic.
Here's Ozil with the opportunity. Lovely skill, Ozil, and still fabulous.
James buscando a Benzema. Ahora sí. ¡La hizo! ¡Ahí el Robert! ¡Qué voleón de Carlos Enrique Casemiro! Falcao. And saves again. Kasper Schmeichel. L'ouverture du score. Di Maria. ¡Qué golazo! Sergi Roberto, el 6-1. Ce n'est que pas, c'est repoussé. Oui. Kylian Mbappé. Cristiano. Palla per noi, Higuain! Dani Alves, 2-0! Cristiano! Gol! Mandzukic! Casemiro! Ronaldo!
Wow, what a season it was. Another title for Real Madrid. Congratulations once again to them.
Yeah, absolutely. It was an incredible season. Great to relive it all once again. Right, now it is time for the first award of the evening. This is the President's Award.
That's right, the President's Award recognizes outstanding achievements, professional excellence, and exemplary personal qualities, with previous winners, including the likes of Paolo Maldini, Sir Bobby Charlton, and Johan Cruyff.
So, to honor tonight's legendary recipient, please do give a very warm welcome to the stage for the UEFA President, Alexander Ceferin.
President, welcome. Great to see you. The President's Award goes to a World Cup winner who has shown extraordinary loyalty and dedication to his hometown club, a born winner and true leader. Before we talk to the man himself and hear from the President, let's take a look back at his glittering career.
il capitano, soltanto lui, orgoglioso e felice di avervi dato 28 anni di amore. Vi amo.
Emotional times in Rome. Mr. President, over to you.
Thank you, Pedro. It is a pleasure for me to announce that the President Award for this year goes to Francesco Totti.
Grazie.
Buonasera.
Sera. Grazie.
President, why did you choose to give this award to Francesco?
Francesco was not just a fantastic player. He's not just the idol of dozens of thousands of children. His dedication to the one club he played for is fantastic. So deep respect from UEFA's side and deep respect from my side.
Francesco, congratulazioni. Come ti senti di ricevere questo premio?
Ma innanzitutto ringrazio il Presidente per essere onorato di questo premio, perché è un premio per me molto importante. È il primo che la UEFA mi dà questo premio. Sono orgoglioso soprattutto di quello che ho fatto in questi 25 anni di carriera, cioè indossare un'unica maglia è sempre stato il mio sogno e sono riuscito fortunatamente a realizzarlo. Questo è stato un mio obiettivo e l'ho mantenuto.
Francesco, congratulations once again. You're now going to help us with the UEFA Champions League group stage draw as well. Our thanks to the UEFA President as well, Mr. Alexander Ceferin. We'll see you back up here on stage a little bit later. Francesco, puoi accomodarti nella tua posizione.
But it is time to introduce another very special guest who will also be helping us with this evening's draw. Please do welcome to the stage the event ambassador for the UEFA Champions League Final 2018, Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei, great to have you with us. Now, you know what it takes to get to the very, very top of this competition. You won it with Milan back in 2003. I want to ask you, what are your memories of taking that winning penalty kick? Is it hazy? Do you remember the moment?
No, it's a special moment, incredible, and it was nice to stay here thinking about that moment, and there's a lot of emotion going in my head, but I try to stay calm and whatever. It's a great moment in my life.
Yeah, and I can imagine a wonderful moment for your country as well.
Thank
Andrei, thank you so much for joining us. Please do take your place as well, ready, because you will also be helping with the draw. I believe you're at this table over here, just next to Francesco there. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrei Shevchenko.
And the draw is just moments away. Now, throughout this evening, we'll also be honoring the best goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and forward of the last Champions League season. These awards were voted for by the 32 group stage clubs from the last campaign, along with 55 renowned football journalists from the prestigious European Sports Media Group. So, let's kick off the awards with the Champions League Goalkeeper of the Season, which goes to one of the greatest of all time. And please welcome on stage the UEFA Champions League Goalkeeper of the Season, Gianluigi Buffon.
for you.
Thanks.
There it is. No doubt you won't drop it.
Very happy.
Gigi, congratulations on a fantastic season. 8 clean sheets, helping Juve get to the final at the young age of 39. How have you managed to keep that level of performance throughout your career?
Yes, I'm really proud to receive this award at my age. And
You're very young.
Yeah,
He
yes,
told
yes.
you.
Yeah.
The secret, if there is a secret, I think that I continue to stay hungry and foolish. And this is the one way that I know for to continue to play for the top level.
Well, it's worked so far, so no need to change it now, right? Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, the UEFA Champions League goalkeeper of the season, Gianluigi Buffon.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Okay, it's time to get down to business, to the moment everyone is waiting for. It's time to begin the UEFA Champions League group stage draw. I have to say this is the moment where Pedro and I have to step to one side. We are not experts in this department, so we will hand you over to 2 men who are. Please do welcome as they join us on stage the UEFA Deputy General Secretary Giorgio Marchetti and Michael Hegelschwert, the UEFA Head of Club Competition. Good evening to you both, gentlemen, and Giorgio, over to you.
Thank you, Reshmin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the draw ceremony for the 2017-2018 UEFA Champions League group stage. I'm sure that you, like me, are looking forward to another exciting and dramatic season of high-quality football. Huge congratulations to the 32 clubs who have qualified and can now dream of lifting this prestigious trophy as winners of the world's best club competition. A special welcome to 2 clubs, Karabakh and Leipzig, who have both qualified for the group stage for the very first time. The road to the final, which will take place at the Olympic Stadium in Kiev on the 26th of May 2018, starts today, as we found out which teams will battle it out in the group stage. But before we get going, let's take a quick look at the procedure we will follow for this draw.
The 32 teams have been allocated to 4 pots in accordance with the following principles. Pot 1 will comprise the title holder, Real Madrid, and the domestic champions of the 7 top-ranked associations in the access list. The remaining 24 teams have been divided into 3 pots, based on their position in the UEFA Club Coefficient ranking. Since the same number of UEFA Champions League matches are played on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, the groups are divided in 2 colours, red for groups A to D and blue for groups E to H. The red groups will play on one match night and the blue groups will play on the other. This will alternate from match day to match day. For TV coverage reasons, every 2 teams from one country are paired in order to be split into red and blue groups. Please also note that based on a decision taken by the UEFA Executive Committee, teams from Russia and Ukraine shall not be drawn in the same group. The title holders and the domestic champions of Pot 1 will be drawn first. A ball will be drawn at random and open to display the name. The computer will then show which groups are available for this club in accordance with the established principles such as country protection and TV pairings. It must be noted that the number of options available to a team depends not only on the team's own attributes, for example winter venue, and those of the teams already drawn, but also on the attributes of the other teams still to be drawn. This is due to the computer calculations needed to anticipate all possible scenarios and to prevent any deadlock situation. Once the first 8 teams of Pot 1 have been allocated, the same procedure will apply for the Pots 2, 3 and 4 to complete the groups. Once the draw procedure has been completed, a computer draw will determine the final position of all clubs within the 8 groups, as the position in the group determines the match schedule. In this respect, the computer will ensure that stadium clashes and winter venues are taken into account.
Now that we're all up to speed on how the draw works and the procedure is clear, let's take a look at the teams in pot 1. And this pot includes the defending champions and 12-time winners Real Madrid, 5-time champions Bayern Munich, and a couple of 2-time winners in Juventus and Benfica. Giorgio, over to you.
Thank you, Pedro. Actually, over to Francesco. We are ready. Everybody's impatient. We start with pot 1, which is top shots, only champions, European champion, and all domestic champions of 7 countries. So I mescolo per te.
Non c'ho responsabilità.
Accendiamo i motori. Andiamo.
Vado?
Let's go. And let's see who's the first team.
Spartak Mosca.
Spartak Moscow, first team drawn, the champions of Russia, and the champions of Russia can go into any of the 8 groups. So they were semi-finalists in 1991, and back to the group stage since the season 2012-2013. So let's see which group is the group of Spartak Moscow now. Sheva is going to tell us in a second.
It's Group E.
Group E. So the first group and the first team is Group E, and we have Spartak Moscow. So small incident, but luckily no damage.
What happened?
And we can continue with our draw.
We need another ball.
Okay, Francesco, you go. Please go ahead. And the second team drawn in this 2017-2018 UEFA Champions League is
Chelsea.
Chelsea FC. So Chelsea FC, we have 7 groups available for Chelsea, all groups but Group E, which is already assigned to Spartak Moscow. Chelsea FC back after a sabbatical year to Champions League, but in the meantime they won the Premier League, so it was a great achievement for Antonio Conte and his players. And for Chelsea, the former winner of 2012, we have now another group.
Group C.
Group C.
C.
C is the group of Chelsea FC, so we are ready for another one. Third team of pot 1.
Benfica.
SL Benfica, the Portuguese champions. We can assign Benfica to 6 of the groups, all groups which have not been taken yet. A, B, D, F, G, and H. A, B, D, F, G, and H are the groups possible for Benfica, the 2-time winners of the European Cup, 1961 and 1962, the great Eusebio. And now Sheva is going to choose one group for Benfica.
Group A.
Group A. Group A, so the first group is now the group led by SL Benfica. Francesco, un'altra squadra per favore.
Bayern Monaco.
Bayern München, so FC Bayern München. We have 5 groups for Bayern, B, D, F, G, and H. 5-time winners, one of the few clubs in Europe wearing the badge of honor, having won at least 5 times the UEFA Champions League or the European Cup. And probably what nobody knows is that they have the record of the most home consecutive wins in the UEFA Champions League.
You've got all the stats.
You know how many? 16 in a row, which was just broken by Real Madrid last spring.
Did you memorize all of this?
Yeah, I know something.
Group B.
Group B. So the group of FC Bayern is Group B. So with this, we are halfway through pot 1, and we're waiting for Francesco to tell us which is the next team.
AS Monaco.
AS Monaco, our host here in the Grimaldi Forum. AS Monaco is now going to be drawn into one of the groups F, G, or H. The semi-finalists of the past season and finalists in 2004 against FC Porto.
Group G.
G. So the group of AS Monaco is Group G, and we have now 3 teams left in this pot. The first of the 3 is
Shakhtar Donetsk.
FC Shakhtar Donetsk, the champions of Ukraine. We can draw them into Group D or Group F or H. Champions of Ukraine. The best record of Shakhtar Donetsk is the quarterfinals that they have reached in 2011. So let's see which other team now. 2 teams left. Yes, sorry. Before we see another team, we have to see the group of Shakhtar Donetsk, which is Group F. Right? So Shakhtar Donetsk is allocated to Group F. And the next team, of course, now it's the time of a team.
If there's only one team, we don't do it wrong.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, the title holders of Real Madrid, European record of 12 titles. And for Real Madrid, we have one group available, which is Group H. So Real Madrid is allocated straight into Group H, and one team, one group. Francesco, we see if this team is the one that everybody now is expecting.
Juventus.
Juventus, correct. So the procedure is correct for pot 1. Juventus is the team leading Group D. With this, we have completed pot 1, and I'm happy to give the floor back to you.
Thank you very much, Giorgio. So we have our first teams in their groups. The draw will, of course, continue shortly. But before that, it is time to present the award for the UEFA Champions League Defender of the Season. Now, this accolade goes to a man who has won, well, you can say pretty much everything there is to win in world football. He has a World Cup, 2 European Championships, and now 3 Champions League medals. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the UEFA Champions League Defender of the Season, Sergio Ramos. ¿Qué tal? Sergio. Enhorabuena. 3 veces ganador de la Champions, haciendo historia cada vez. Y además, eres el primer capitán del Madrid que gana el doblete en casi 60 años. ¿Cómo tú inspiras a tus compañeros para seguir ganando, seguir luchando como líder del grupo?
Bueno, buenas tardes. Yo creo que la mejor manera de inspirar siempre es a todos y a uno mismo es nunca cansarse de ganar, ¿no? Y independientemente de eso, si encima le añades hambre, ilusión, corazón y alma a lo que hacemos, que es maravilloso, pues yo creo que sobran palabras. Resetearte todos los años y olvidar lo que vas ganando.
Ok, te preguntaré una cosa que en inglés, digamos, es el $1 million question. ¿Es posible ganar 3 consecutivas.
Bueno, ojalá, ¿no? Así sea. Yo creo que estamos en el camino idóneo y estamos aquí para hacer historia, para batir récord, metas, y en ese sentido yo creo que tenemos un grupo único, venimos de un año muy completo, muy bueno, y es la línea a seguir, mantener este equilibrio y esta intensidad y este nivel que hemos alcanzado y ¿por qué no? Ya hemos dado un paso muy importante, ahora intentar mantenernos ahí.
Sí, vamos a ver. Y sabremos un poco más en un ratito, ¿no? Enhorabuena, Sergio.
Gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, the UEFA Champions League Defender of the Season, Sergio Ramos.
After the latest award, it's time for us to get back to the draw. Let's take a look at the clubs in Pot 2 that features some real heavyweights in European football as well, including multiple-time winners Barcelona, and also there FC Porto and Borussia Dortmund, Manchester United, of course, all winners of the competition. Giorgio, back to you.
Thank you, Pedro. Now the going gets tough because we start pairing teams. So Francesco, il gioco si fa duro adesso. Cominciamo a mettere le squadre una contro l'altra.
Proviamo.
Vediamo. First team ready to be paired with another one in a group.
Porto.
FC Porto. So FC Porto. For Porto, we have 4 possibilities, 4 options from groups from E to H, the blue part of our table. Porto, former winners, twice winners of the UEFA European Cup and UEFA Champions League. So, Porto.
Group G.
Group G. Group G for Porto means that they will play AS Monaco. So the first group is Group G, who sees 2 teams, and the teams are Monaco, the French champions, and FC Porto.
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid. So the Atletico Madrid, 6 possibilities from A to F. So while are picking the right balls for the groups, Atletico de Madrid, one of the best performers in the last few seasons, 4 times in the quarterfinals, 3 times in the semi-final, and 2 times in a final. In Lisbon and in Milano, always against the same team.
Group C.
C. And now Atletico de Madrid goes into Group C, playing Chelsea FC. So it's a very tough challenge. Chelsea versus Atletico.
Manchester United.
Manchester United. So Manchester United can be allocated to 3 groups in the red part, A, B, or D. So Manchester United with 3 titles, but also the record for the most successive UCL matches without a loss, without a defeat. 25 matches unbeaten between September 2007 and May 2009.
Group A.
Group A for Manchester United, and Manchester United this way will have to play against Benfica in the group. So, another group now, another team.
Paris St-Germain.
Paris Saint-Germain. So, Paris Saint-Germain can be drawn only in 2 groups. Can be Group B or Group D. So, they were semi-finalists in 1995. I guess that they would like to at least equal this record.
Group B.
Group B. And to equal this record, they will have a tough start because the start will be against FC Bayern München in Group B. So the 5th team of the second pot.
Manchester City.
Is now the other team of Manchester. Manchester City And for Manchester City, we have three options now, E, F, or H. Manchester City reaching the semi-finals in 2016, beaten only by the future European champions of Real Madrid. Now, trying again, starting in Group
F.
Group F. Group F means for Manchester City that they will face FC Shakhtar Donetsk. So after Group F, now we have
Sevilla.
Sevilla FC. So another team from Spain. We can't draw the group because there is one option for Sevilla, Group E. And in Group E, Sevilla is drawn against Spartak Moscow. We go for the next one. Grazie, Francesco.
Grazie a lei. Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund. For Borussia Dortmund, we have one option, and the option is Group H. And Group H means for Borussia Dortmund a very tough challenge because they will have to take on the European champions of Real Madrid. It's not the first time. Last year we had the same situation in the group, Real Madrid playing Borussia Dortmund.
Barcelona.
And to complete this group, with the big shot of Barcelona, Group D is the only group open, and Barcelona, this way, will play Juventus in the group. Pedro?
Wow. We can see from the reaction here in the room that we already have some mouth-watering clashes to look forward to, and that's what you expect in the best club competition on the planet, the UEFA Champions League. We're halfway through the draw. 16 more teams still are waiting to find out who they will face. Before the draw continues, we're going to crown the UEFA Champions League Midfielder of the season. This trophy will go to a 5-time Croatian Player of the Year and one of the world's finest playmakers. And please welcome on stage the UEFA Champions League Midfielder of the Season, Luka Modric. Oh,
my mic
you can
just
do
hit
the honor,
you there.
freshman.
Luka, this is a gift for you.
Congratulations, Luka.
Thank you.
Another Champions League trophy for you. Take us back to that magical night in Cardiff for Real Madrid. What feelings still come to your mind?
No, it was amazing feeling for us. Especially we had extra motivation for this final, knowing that we can be the first team to defend title, and on the end we did it. I think we played extremely well, especially second half, leaving Juventus no chance in the final.
Modric, thank you very much for being here. Congratulations for your trophy. You can now take your seat back in the hall. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Okay, time to get back to the draw. Let's take a look at some of the teams then. In pot 3, there are some big hitters in this one as well, including the 5-time European champions Liverpool, who returned to the competition after a 3-year absence. They came here via a playoff, as did Napoli and Olympiacos. Let's find out who they'll be facing. Giorgio, back to you.
Thank you, Rajmin. Now it's gone up to be very, very interesting. It's a difficult pot, 8 great teams to be included in groups where we have already great challenges. It's a difficult pot for Francesco because here we have AS Roma. So we shuffle more. And one more. First team of the third pot.
Anderlecht.
RSC Anderlecht, the champions of Belgium. They can be drawn in any of the 8 groups from A to H, totally free for the glorious team of Brussels, Anderlecht, semi-finalists twice, but in the 80s, 18, 82 and 86. So, Sheva is now going to tell us which group is Anderlecht going to play in.
Group B.
Group B. Group B is Bayern, Paris Saint-Germain and Anderlecht. So, let's go on.
Basilea.
FC Basel, the Swiss champions. For Basel, also all options are open except, obviously, Group B, taken by Anderlecht. So we have A, C, D, E, F, G, and H for the current Swiss champions of FC Basel. Let's go. This is the group of FC Basel.
Group A.
Group A. So Basel will play with Benfica and with Manchester United in Group A.
Besiktas.
Besiktas, JK, is the champion of Turkey. We have also here all possibilities, Group D, E, F, G, and H, so it's 5 options possible for Besiktas. They were quarter-finalists back in 1987.
Group G.
G. So Besiktas is now included in Group G, where they will have to face AS Monaco and FC Porto. Francesco, the fourth team of this pot is
Liverpool.
Liverpool FC. So the 5-time winners of the European Cup. They have 2 possibilities, Liverpool FC, Group E or Group H. So, let's see. Group E or Group H for Liverpool.
Group E.
E. Group E means that Liverpool will take on FC Spartak Moscow and Sevilla. Sevilla, FC. So now we are ready to draw another team.
Tottenham.
Tottenham Hotspur, FC. So Tottenham Hotspur has 2 options. It's either Group D or Group H. Tottenham, the semi-finalists in the European Cup of 1962. One of these 2 groups, Group D or Group H for Tottenham.
Group H.
Group H. So Group H for Tottenham means that their opponents are Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. We can see already the challenge of this group. Someone will call it an iron group. But we see, we have to see the others. It's not finished yet.
Roma.
La Roma, AS Roma, Francesco. The moment is topical. C and F are the groups which are possible for Roma, either Group C or Group F. So, vediamo che squadra dove vi mette Sheva.
Group C.
Group C. So, Andriy Shevchenko has chosen Group C for Roma, and Roma will play two very difficult opponents. Their name is Chelsea FC and Atletico de Madrid. So, second last team. Francesco, non sono sicuro che saranno contentissimi a Roma.
È colpa sua.
Colpa sua.
Grazie.
Olympiacos.
Olympiacos, the Greek champions of Olympiacos, they can only go into one group, Group D. So Olympiacos will also have to face a very tough opposition. The opposition is Juventus and Barcelona. With this, we are left with only one team for this spot 3. We know the name of the team.
Napoli.
It's Napoli, of course. And the remaining group is Group F, so Napoli will be in the same group as FC Shakhtar Donetsk and Manchester City. So with this, spot 3 is concluded.
Okay, this is where it starts to get exciting, isn't it? We can see so many mouth-watering ties already. The groups are almost complete. Just 8 teams remain. We'll be finding out who they'll be facing in just a moment. But before that, it's time to reveal the winner of the UEFA Champions League forward of the season. Now, his 2 goals in the final in Cardiff earned him a 4th Champions League title. Ladies and gentlemen, the UEFA Champions League forward of the season is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Parabéns.
Obrigado.
No fala português. English is all right?
You have to learn. Good language, beautiful language.
I can see, right. Okay. Cristiano, listen, you've been rewriting the history books over the last couple of years for your club, for your country, and also in this competition as well. You became the first man to score in 3 Champions League finals after Cardiff. I know we ask you throughout the course of the season, what motivates you as a player? Are breaking records something that drives you?
Well, to reach this magnitude of trophies, it's hard work and dedication. I play in an amazing team, Real Madrid, and for me it's always motivation to play what I love to do, which is to play football. And I love to be on the stage, I love to score goals, I love to win trophies, collective and individual too. So I'm blessed, I'm so happy to be here again, and it's a great moment for me right now.
Yeah, it is. You're really at the peak. Cristiano, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, the UEFA Champions League forward of the season, Cristiano Ronaldo.
We've given out our positional awards. Of course, we still have the Women's and Men's UEFA Player of the Year awards to hand out as well. Now it's time for the final part of the draw. Let's take a look at the clubs in pot 4 and a couple of first-timers here in this competition. Congratulations to Karabag FK from Azerbaijan, first team from that country to make it this far. Also Leipzig from Germany.
Yes. So we have to finish the job now. Dobbiamo finire il lavoro. Lo finiamo bene con questa mescolata, and we're ready to go. First group to be completed.
Lipsia.
Will be completed by RB Leipzig, their first participation. Leipzig can go into groups A, C, D, E, F, or G. So for RB Leipzig, we have 6 options, and let's see how they will start their adventure in the UEFA Champions League.
It's going to Group G.
G. Group G. So the first group completed is Group G, and Group G includes AS Monaco, FC Porto, Besiktas, and RB Leipzig. Second team from pot 4.
Karabakh.
So Karabakh, so the debutants first, first team was Leipzig, and now Karabakh, first time for Karabakh, and first time for the Karabakh's country in the UEFA Champions League, Azerbaijan. For the first time will be represented by the champions of Karabakh. Karabakh can go into any of the remaining 7 groups from A to H, except Group G.
Group C.
Group C. So Karabakh completes the group which already includes Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, and AS Roma. So with Karabakh, this group is completed. Grazie Francesco. Lungo viaggio in Azerbaijan per la Roma.
Feyenoord.
Feyenoord. So Feyenoord, the champions of the Netherlands. The possibilities are groups A, B, D, E, F, H. So Feyenoord, they have a title in their showcase, title won in 1970, in a final played in San Siro Stadium in Milano versus Glasgow Celtic.
Group F.
F. So Group F is the group of Feyenoord. Feyenoord will find FC Shakhtar Donetsk, Manchester City, and Napoli. So this is the third group, which is now completed. 5 are left, 5 to go.
Sporting.
Sporting Clube de Portugal. Sporting Clube can go into Group B, D, E, or H. So there are 4 options for Sporting. And we are waiting for Andrei Shevchenko to choose one of these 4 options.
Group D.
Group D. So Sporting completes Group D, where we have already Juventus, FC Barcelona, and Olympiacos FC. So another group, yes, grazie. We go ahead. We are now with the 5th team of the last pot, very close to the end of this draw.
Celtic.
Celtic. So Celtic FC, another white and green team. Groups A, B, E, or H are the options for Celtic, were the former winners of the European Cup in 1967 in Lisbon.
Group B.
Group B. So Celtic will find in Group B FC Bayern, Paris Saint-Germain, and Anderlecht. So let's see, Francesco, una delle ultime 3.
Ci siamo.
Siamo quasi. Il lavoro è stato fatto bene.
CSKA Mosca.
CSKA Moscow. For CSKA Moscow, we don't have a draw here. No job for Sheva. Group A is the only option available. The Group A is so completed with Benfica, Manchester United, FC Basel, and CSKA Moscow. 2 teams to go.
Maribor.
NK Maribor, the champions of Slovenia. For Maribor, we have a draw because the options are either E or H. For Maribor, back to the UEFA Champions League after the previous 2 participations in 1999 and in 2014. So Maribor is
Group E.
in Group E. Group E means Spartak Moscow, Sevilla, Liverpool, and Maribor. And I ask Francesco now to show us the last team, which will occupy the only spot which has been left.
Hapoel.
Hapoel from Cyprus. Hapoel is the last team and goes into the last group, H, where they will find Real Madrid, Borussia Dortmund, and Tottenham Hotspur. That's all.
So that concludes this year's UEFA Champions League group stage draw. Let's go through the lineup of all 8 groups, starting with Group A. We will have Benfica, Manchester United, FC Basel, and CSK Moscow. In Group B, Bayern Munich, Paris St-Germain, Anderlecht, and Celtic.
Okay, in Group C, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, AS Roma, and Karabakh. In Group D, it's Juventus, Barcelona, Olympiacos, and Sporting.
It's Spartak Moscow, Sevilla, Liverpool, and Maribor in Group E. And in F, Shakhtar Donetsk, Manchester City, Napoli, and Feyenoord.
Okay, Group G, Monaco, Porto, Besiktas, and Leipzig. And making up the draw, Group H, it's Real Madrid, the holders, Borussia Dortmund, Tottenham Hotspur, and Hapoel.
And that is the lineup for this season's UEFA Champions League group stage. Gentlemen, thank you very much all for your skillful handling of proceedings. Thank you, Giorgio, Michael, and of course our special guests, Andriy Shevchenko and Francesco Totti. Andriy, you will take the Champions League trophy with you and keep it safe in Kiev until the final later this year. Now the draw may be over, but there's still plenty to come as we call for a change of scene. And it's now our pleasure to present the awards for the UEFA Men's and Women's Player of the Year. These awards honor the very best footballers, irrespective of nationality, playing in any of UEFA's national associations or clubs over the last season, and are voted on by coaches and journalists. So let's begin with the nominees for the UEFA Women's Player of the Year.
Well, I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by the nominees here in the auditorium. Pernilla, I'm going to start with you. You won the Frauen Bundesliga title with Wolfsburg. You also led Denmark to the finals of the Women's Euros. Could you have imagined a season like that?
No, it's absolutely have been the best season in my career so far. So, yeah, I don't think it could be better. Yeah, of course, a gold at the Euros.
Yeah, no, fantastic. It has been a great year for you. Jennifer, as well, I'm going to ask you in English. I know you want to answer in German. Now, you picked up your second UEFA Champions League title, this time with Lyon. You also scored in the penalty shootout. What was it like to play in that final?
Es ist ein unglaubliches Gefühl. Jedes Finale ist etwas ganz, ganz Besonderes. Und ich bin unendlich glücklich, das zweimal erlebt zu haben. Und bin sehr stolz, da gewesen zu sein.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. And Lika, 3 goals, player of the tournament. You lifted the Women's Euro trophy in your home country, and now you have a new challenge. You've got a transfer to Barcelona. Can it get any better than that as a player?
No, actually, no. Just enjoying every moment yet, and this summer has been amazing, and it was like for the whole team, for the Netherlands, everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, fantastic achievement. Ladies, congratulations on your nominations. We'll be finding out who will be walking away with the trophy in just a moment, but for now, it's time to hand back to Pedro.
Yes, good luck to all. We'll be finding out who wins this award in a moment. We're also going to take a look at the nominees for the UEFA Men's Player of the Year.
Well, once again, I'm joined by the nominees. I'm going to start with La Liga's all-time top scorer, Lionel Messi. Leo, 37 goles la temporada pasada, pero yo quiero preguntarte sobre la remontada histórica ante el París en el Camp Nou. Perdona los de París, sinceramente, pero es que para los seguidores era una noche increíble, como una noche mágica. ¿Cómo lo habéis vivido vosotros como jugadores?
Bueno, para nosotros también fue una noche muy especial por lo que significaba pasar de ronda con el resultado que habíamos traído en el partido de ida, y bueno, fue un partido espectacular, el cual no lo imaginábamos que terminase de esa manera, pero bueno, al final sucedió y fue una noche increíble para nosotros.
Sí, exacto. Gracias, Leo. Gigi, 22 years since you made your senior debut with Parma. It's quite incredible to see you still playing at the very highest level, as Pedro said, at the very young age of 39. Now, you will be 40 very soon, of course. Are we going to see you many years beyond 40? And what ambitions do you still have as a player?
Yes, to play for an amazing team like Juventus gives you a big motivation. And you can think that every goal is possible. And if you continue to nominate me for this award, for me it's more difficult to stay stopped. No? But now.
You're not doing a bad job, I have to say, Gigi. You're doing pretty good.
Okay.
Thank you, Gigi. And Cristiano, we talked about breaking records last season. Now, you became the first man to score 100 Champions League goals. I'm going to put you on the spot. If you had to pick one out of the 100, or more than 100 now, but one that's really special to you, one that really means a lot, stands out, can you do that?
The last one against this old man.
Don't upset him. He's having such a nice evening.
No, it was great, you know, to achieve 100 goals in the Champions League for me was a dream. And as I said before, to play in Real Madrid, you know, the biggest club in the world, they give me that opportunity, you know, to play in a higher level all the time and to enjoy myself. So I'm really blessed and so happy, you know, to be here one more year.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations, all of you. All the very best of luck. We will soon be finding out who will be winning the trophies for the men's and women's player of the year. For now, back to you, Pedro.
We will indeed, not long to go now. Good luck to all of the nominees. And Reshman, you can join me on stage once more. Also joining me on stage is Rainer Holzschuh from the European Sports Media Group to bring the all-important envelopes. Rainer's from ESM, whose journalists voted for these awards. Good evening. Thank you very much, Rainer. Thank you very much. All right. Now, to present the Women's and Men's Player of the Year awards, please welcome back on stage the UEFA President, Alexander Ceferin. Here's the first one, if I can please ask you to do the honors.
Okay. So, UEFA's Women's Player of the Year is Lieke Martens.
Big hand for Lieke. We're talking about the successful season you had, of course, winning the Women's Euro at home. How does it feel to be holding this award right now?
So, this is so amazing. It's a big honor. I'm really proud of it, but of course, without my teammates, I couldn't achieve this. I'm really thankful for everything, and yeah, I'm speechless. I'm like really happy. Thank you.
Congratulations. President, over to you.
And UEFA Men's Player of the Year is Cristiano Ronaldo. Congratulations. Thank you.
Cristiano, we talked about last season. Reshman was talking to you about motivations, records. What about this season? What goals are you putting for yourself and for your club and national team?
The same. Every year, the same challenge, to win everything if it's possible. In my club, in the national team, we are already not qualified, so we have to. As I said before, so glad to be here, honor to win this trophy. Again, I have to say thank you to my teammates and congrats to them too. I'm so happy for them too. For the national team too, I know it's not the trophy of the national team, this club, but I have to say because when I go to the national team, they always give me motivation to carry on and work hard all the time. And blessed, you know, so happy, the supporters of Real Madrid, everyone who helped me to achieve this trophy. So I'm so glad and so happy. Thank you, everyone.
Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's show. A huge congratulations once again from all of us to Lieke and to Cristiano. And thanks again, of course, to the UEFA President, Alexander Ceferin, and to all of tonight's award winners and very special guests.
The countdown now begins to match day 1, which is, believe it or not, just 3 weeks away. Good luck to all the clubs involved in the UEFA Champions League group stage, and here's to another sensational competition season.
Yeah, we can't wait for it all to get underway. It's been an absolute pleasure to host you all, from Pedro and myself and everybody here in Monaco. Thank you for your company and enjoy the season ahead. Good night.